What I'm interested in is moving people. I want to have the conversation. I want the music to come out. I want it to happen. I want to have something happen in the listener's heart and in their head. I'm not interested in styles or any of that stuff. Music is music. It's not brain surgery. It's an art. And the only thing as I get older that I still get sort of exercised about is leave people alone about the kind of music that they write. Just admire them for having the courage to put it out there and to take the reaction, which is often brutal, and the uncaring reaction of the world. Nobody really wants to hear what we have to say. Why are we doing it if we're not narcissistic, crazy people? Well, I do it because I crave the interaction with the audience. And who cares if it sounds a little bit like Corn Gold for a little while? That's the way that character who's singing it, or those words, or that emotion, or that moment needed to be expressed. That's why I loved Lucas Foss, because Lucas was music. Lucas wasn't interested in narrowly packaging himself as this. He was interested in taking music and having an interaction. Opera is not an art song writ large, and an art song is not a short opera. You can write an opera and have a 20% understanding of what constitutes opera. But the more I learn about opera, the more I understand I barely scratch the surface of what's really going on there when you're dealing with somebody who's a real opera composer. So that, to me, is the thing that keeps me coming back to the table for opera, because you can be talking to a singer in an opera. A character can be singing how much he loves the soprano, but he can be in fact in love with the tenor, and he can be in denial, and he can be lying to himself. The orchestra can be telling the truth, he can be telling a lie, and she could be singing a duet with the tenor about how they both hate him. That's life. That's true to life. I love that. If I'm going to do this, I want it to be a force for social good. I want to make things better. I want to speak truth to power, because that is what still gets me to write those notes out. So if it's more polemical, if it's more like Blitzstein, if that's fine. I'm good with that, because it's the only way that I seem to be able to fight back against the oligarchy, the fact that I have very little control over the universe, but I can do something and hopefully support my children at the same time. I'm always 30 days away from absolute disaster. I suppose we all are now. But as an artist, if I'm going to do it, I've got to put everything on the line. But now I put everything on the line, but it's not like Amelia. It's not that I've pulled my horns in. It's that I understand that it doesn't have to be so much about you. It can be about you doing this thing in order to do what you think needs to happen. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm still working it out, and opera helps me to do that.